everyone, this is Psy-Soldier here. Welcome back to our Let's Play Dominions 4, Olm Storm of Vampires. It is now late winter in year 6 of the Ascension Wars, and we've cast a number of site-searching spells. Let's see if we actually found anything here. So far, it's not looking good. Actually, no, we did not find anything. We did have a battle in Walden. It looks like, Mergdon, I guess, cast the Blackhawks spell on us and sent some hawks, and they obviously didn't fare too well. We actually found a pretty decent amount of blood slaves here, so that's good. We had a battle in Wick. Looks like Kalium attempted to attack us in the province where we have all of our vampires, which we were fairly expecting them to make some sort of an attack there. That's going to be over in just a second here as the vampires wipe out these dispossessed spirits. Alright. And we had a battle in Sermiok here. Holy crap. They have a much larger army than what I was expecting. It was not showing anything near that large. That's kind of unfortunate because our communion is not really fleshed out yet. I haven't had an opportunity to really test this thing in a moderate-sized battle. And from the looks of things, this battle is going to go much longer than what I would like. On the bright side, we do have one of our commanders here with the Ankh. So, if anyone starts croaking from the communion, I guess they will at least come out of it dead. As the living dead, at least. And not permanently dead. Unless, of course, they croak again once they're already dead. Which is certainly possible. What is that? An air elemental. Yeah, I really wish we would have been engaging a slightly smaller army to see how our communion was going to do. Because we have a lot of slaves here. That, I mean, they should be absorbing a decent amount of the fatigue. And we do have reinvigoration going for us. But in a battle that's going to last a really long time, you're still going to start to see slaves exploding and getting wiped out here. I'm actually thinking in the future it might be best to go ahead and alter our communion. Go ahead and have a few communion masters casting buffs, and once the communion masters finish casting their buffs, just have them hang back and not cast spells, just stay behind the troops. As long as they're not casting spells, then they're not going to be causing any additional fatigue, and the communion slaves, at that point, they should be able to go ahead and cast whatever spells they want without any risk of them dying from fatigue. So, the imps that we're summoning per turn is definitely coming in somewhat handy here. You can see imps are starting to pop up all around their army. Kind of filling in the gaps for our Black Templars as well. Now they're hitting them in the rear, which is definitely a good thing. At least for us. It looks like our Black Templars are holding up fairly well. I mean, they're getting a bit damaged there, but overall they're not doing too terribly bad. Got some guys casting Iron Blizzard. Let's see how our Communion is holding up. Oh yeah, they're taking way too much fatigue damage here. We have slightly too many Communion Masters that are casting spells. And unfortunately, this battle still looks like it has a decent length of time left to go. That does not bode well for our Communion slaves, who are already at 129 fatigue. We got a bunch of guys trying to paralyze and Word of Power the enemy Pretender God. This giant fish, the Celestial Carp. Looks like these guys are doing pretty good at wiping out the imps that are appearing in the rear there. Freaking giant fish has got like 380 hit points. I guess it started with over 400. We may very well lose a few of these Black Templars along the way too. And our Communion is not looking good. We may end up with some undead mages when this is all over. Well, it looks like Gelman is actually starting to rout. So that is good news. Well, a lot of his forces are heading for the hills anyways. Still haven't killed his giant fish. We are working on that though. Yeah, I would think that we have... Oh, yeah. They're about to start taking damage. Yeah, I would think that we have enough Communion slaves that they should have technically bumped up the... Now, that's another thing. I'm not 100% sure that Communions work the same way in Dominions 4 that they did in Dominions 3. I haven't exactly sat there and studied the instruction book for it. In fact, I haven't even looked at the instruction book. I'm not even sure that there is one. Dominions 3 had a very nice instruction book. Uh-oh, we have mages exploding. Yes, I see explosions here. That's not good. And, our little black priest here is about to die. I think I just saw somebody else try to run away and then vanish in a puff of smoke. Oh yeah. We got lots of mages exploding now. And they are now all soulless warriors. I only saw a couple of them that actually technically died though, so that is good at least. I have picked up a few afflictions though, like being blind in both eyes. Anyways, I do believe that Gelman is routed now. Yeah, I think their men are in a full rout. Hopefully we can go ahead and mow down these mages that they have left here. If they'll stay over 100 fatigue long enough for our Black Templars to start wailing on them. But some of them may regain consciousness here fairly quickly. Oh yeah, he's bugging out. And looks like somebody else just exploded down there. And our soulless warriors are actually taking a little bit of damage. That kind of sucks too, because they don't heal. Right there, never heals. However, magic never... Okay, the unit will not regain lost hit points. Magic never healing beings will regain their hit points when they have access to a lab. Okay, are they considered magic if they have paths in a magic school? Or do they actually have to be a magic being with the little icon that says magic being? That is something I'm not sure about. I guess we'll have to see if these guys will heal up when I stick them back in a province with a lab. Come on, kill these freaking mages before they get away, please. Stop wasting your time with these stupid... Okay, good, the imps jumped on them. And we still have these stupid, giant celestial carp here. And he's actually down to 141 hit points. He's now limp and crippled. His defense skill is next to nothing. $119. Let's see if we can give him a few more afflictions before we end his stay on this planet. Still haven't given him any extra afflictions. Down to 59 hit points. I would greatly love to see him pick up at least one more affliction before he dies here. He's at 9 hit points. He's about to bug out here. 7, and that's it. So it looks like most of our mages technically survived. You have killed our god. This war will not end until every one of your people is dead. Alright. So apparently we actually lost a couple of our black priests as they retreated too. What does this say? They only had about 600 troops there. We killed almost 400 there. And we lost 28. Soulless warriors, we gained 46 soulless warriors. Let's take a look at that. I'm curious. Alright. Says he's got 7 hit points, he's got 7 hit points. He has 7 hit points. Well, it looks like all of our soulless warriors are actually at 7 hit points. So if they did by chance take some damage, it looks like they have already recovered from that damage. So that's somewhat good news, I guess. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and change that from spells to stay behind the troops. So at least he'll give everyone in the communion protection from fire, resist cold, iron skin, and fire shield. And we may have actually lost one or two of our communion masters. So anyways, he's casting Phoenix Pyre, Phoenix Power. Do Summon Earth Power? I don't know if I have anyone else still alive to do Summon Earth Power. Doesn't look like it. And that might be about all that we can really do. I guess Temper Flesh? I don't know that I have anyone that's casting Temper Flesh. And then he'll have him stay behind the troops. Well, actually, he's casting Temper Flesh. So, do I have anyone casting Resisted Lightning? Let's see. No, I don't. So he will cast a Resist Lightning, I think. Wherever that's at. Okay, and stay behind the troops. And then we have our other little communion master here. Actually, he's got 9 hit points. So, maybe they are not healing. So in place of Iron Blizzard here, let's go for Mirror Image, I guess. And then we want him to stay behind the troops. Okay. So the rest of our communion slaves here, they can cast Communion Slave and then cast spells. Whatever spells they want. As they shouldn't be going and exploding themselves and getting too fatigued. Okay, so he has gone mute and feeble-minded, so he's basically completely worthless to us. And let's have him cast spells. Cast spells. Cast spells. Spells. Yeah, let's just get all of our communion slaves to start casting spells. I believe I lost my Astral Communion Master there. Which that should be easy enough to replace. And cast spells. You guys can cast spells instead of staying behind the troops. Oops, yes, I thought I clicked attack for a second there. No, we don't want to attack. Alright. Spells. Spells. Yet more spells. And oh look, more spells. Wait a second. What is the deal here? Has he gone feeble-minded? Apparently so. Well, he still has a lifelong protection contract, so he's worth keeping just for that. Anyways, spells. Spells. And you can do whatever you want. You can cast spells. Spells. Apparently he died in there too. He must have been taking some damage from all the explosions. I guess he's feeble-minded. Alright. I think I've got most of these guys settled. We still have no shortage of mages here. Even with the few that did die or retreat and die. Okay. Let's go ahead. Really? Did they already build another temple there? Are you kidding me? Okay, we need to get some guys up here to keep this under our dominion. Because it looks like that's already falling back under enemy dominion, and that's not what we want. I do not want to see that. So unrest is only at 11 there. Still have 0 unrest there. Let's go ahead and have him patrolling the province. We're good on unrest there. We're okay right there. Let's go ahead and send them up there. Currently, we have the Soul contract. Let's have these guys research. Who do I want to give this Soul contract to? I'm actually quite tempted to go ahead and give it to Arachis the Vampire Count. Yeah, why not? We'll see what the old devils that get summoned by that thing do for us here. Alright. Have Balthazar there. He can pick up some more vampires. So we have a pretty healthy amount of vampires there now. 110 in that province alone. We're going to move him up there. And let's actually go into our army setup here. Do that. Now then, we want to move, not sneak. And we are going to move them right there. Hopefully take over that province easily enough. Okay, he needs to go ahead and construct a temple. Let's go ahead and move these guys north here. We'll recruit some more of, I guess, just these guys with the nets. And I really don't want to recruit freaking shamblers. How many guys do we have here? Recruiting units. We have 15 of these guys. They're actually pretty decent. So they're going to move there this turn. The next turn they can move there. And then there. So I think on the next turn I'm going to go ahead and start sending these guys over here so they can join in that attack on there. And have a number of those guys there. Let's go ahead and pick them up. Go ahead and recruit some more, why not? Alright. Let's move our priest. And, wow. So Atlantis has got a pretty decent army under the water there. I may have to worry about them before too long. Okay. I can actually summon 2 more vampire lords if I wanted. Let's see. Was there anything else of interest that she can forge for us here? Midget's Revenge. That's kind of cool. I like that one. I guess sort of neat. You know, +3 attack, +3 defense is not terribly bad either. Okay. I don't actually have the nature gems to forge that thing right now, though. Let's have them research here. What can our pretender do here? Is there anything greatly pressing that she can forge for us here? Again, we can't do the Gift of Kurgai. I don't really anticipate seeing anyone else trying to forge that one terribly soon, though. Forge the Infernal Sword. Actually, about... yeah, I should have a number of guys that can forge the Infernal Sword, actually. How about casting a ritual spells here? Could do bind an archdevil, just to see what that might do for us. Or perhaps binding an ice devil. Instead, though, kind of thinking we're just going to go ahead and put that back in the lab. And I think we're going to go ahead and summon 2 more vampire lords. Cast the ritual spell, Curse of Blood. Have these guys all summon allies. Let's select one of them. And we will give him the Black Book of Secrets. And then he will also cast the ritual spell, Curse of Blood. Now then, do we have any vampire lords that are not doing anything? It looks like they are all currently summoning allies here. So that's good. We're gaining a pretty decent number of vampires per turn. Wanted to make sure that I have him moving and not sneaking. Okay. Right here. We actually went through quite a large number of blood slaves that turn. Blood magic, we are going to actually have... You know what? We may actually go ahead and hold off on summoning these vampire lords, because I could cast the Blood Vortex on this next turn. And that will actually... I don't know, give us somewhere in the neighborhood of 20 extra blood slaves per turn. Eventually, we're gonna start losing a little bit of our population, but we're doing that anyways by blood hunting and killing the people that are rioting against us. So actually, let's cancel what we were going to do here. We are going to go ahead and go for summoning allies instead. And let's find our pretender here. Let's have her we'll alchemize one nature gem here. I think we're actually going to forge that midget's revenge. That just kind of looks slightly amusing to me. What? I'm actually lacking one water gem as well? Really? Okay. I guess I'll alchemize one water gem too. Okay, now then. Let's forge that. Okay. So our pretender here. Trying to decide. I may very well go ahead and power her in air magic. Yeah, why not? May as well spin the gems that we've got on something anyways. Actually, it would possibly be better of us to forget about that. In order to empower her in astral one more time, that's going to take 75 astral pearls. Getting up to level 5 could be fairly important for us. For that matter, so would earth magic. Let's go ahead and take a look at something else. I'm just going to go ahead and forge the Gift of Kurgai. Oh, no. What does the blood pendant do? That gives us a blood range. The arcane lens, that increases our ritual range. Now, to be honest, I'm at a bit of a loss as what to do with our pretender for this turn. Let's go ahead. We've done a small amount of fireside searching. Let's just go ahead and have her cast augury. Unless I see another ritual spell that screams something at me. Transmute fire. No. Alright, we're going to do augury. I guess in Lake Seaweed. Maybe we'll pick up a fire site down there. It would also actually be somewhat useful to, say, empower her in fire, and then we could possibly forge a fire booster. And we could start having some of these guys with the Fire 1 start site searching here. What would it take here to, say, get the Skull of Fire? Actually, that's a way better plan. Let's forge the Skull of Fire. That way we can have a couple of these guys start site searching for augury. That, my friends, is the winner. That is what we are going to do. Alright, so we've got our attacks going. We're moving our underwater people. We are withdrawing them back down here. And, yes. The main reason I'm withdrawing them back down here is because I want to see if they will heal up if I get them back to a province with a lab. I'd hate to get them killed for no real reason, if they can indeed heal up. Let's go ahead and continue moving him on over here. We are still recruiting more of our Black Templars. Recruiting a few of them. Okay. I think we're going to go ahead and end this turn. I guess we'll go ahead and end this video as well. So, as always, if you enjoy our videos, I hope you'll like and subscribe, and we will see you again soon. Thank you very much.